Welcome to Legacy Leaders, a weekly talk show with national and local thought leaders on issues impacting the South Florida Black community. Now introducing our host, Anne-Marie Sorrell.
Hey everybody, I am Suzette Speaks, guest hosting today on Legacy Leaders. I am covering an amazing event here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida called the Convey second annual Women's Summit at the Hilton Resort on Fort Lauderdale Beach. We're going to be taking you behind the scenes of the sights and sounds of this amazing event. Hey everyone, Suzette Speaks live on location at the second annual Convey Women's Summit. I'm here with one of the co-chairs behind this fantastic event, Miss April Cunningham. How are you, April?
I am well. How are you?
I'm excited. First of all, the energy here at the Hilton on Fort Lauderdale Beach is palpable. And again, I know you ladies put a lot of time and a lot of work into making tonight happen, or this week happen.
Yes.
So tell us about your vision for the second annual conference.
Absolutely. This is an amazing event. We have leaders from all across the country and Manila as well, from the Philippines.
Philippines in the house.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Philippines. But it's an opportunity for all of our managers to come to learn about each other. We talk on email, we talk on Skype, we talk on Teams, but this is an opportunity for us to get to know each other, to network, and just have some positivity among women.
I love it. So Convey is an international company, y'all.
Yes.
And this gathering is for all the women leaders that are serving the company.
Absolutely.
So what do you hope you will accomplish by bringing the ladies together?
Absolutely. We work together. We work hard together. The interaction that we have, it's about, and the theme is positively you. And so it's an opportunity for our senior women leaders to pour into each other, for us to learn, for us to network, to understand mentorship, to understand influence, to understand how we can connect to make not only ourselves better, but to make our company better as well.
Listen, if this is not a company you would want to work for, I don't know where you would want to be. I just want to also highlight that you'll have several panels.
Yes.
You'll have a keynote fireside chat to kick off on day one. What should we expect from the fireside chat?
So we're going to talk about, so that our keynote speaker has an amazing story, and we'll tell you more about her, but it's an opportunity to learn about the journey that a woman has taken and a woman has taken to step into leadership. So our panel are senior leaders and influencers within our company. We have somebody that just won a city council seat.
Fantastic.
In her city. So it's an opportunity to learn about each other, learn about our experiences, learn about the journey to leadership. And that's most importantly what I want our leaders to get and to take back to their areas.
I'm so excited for you guys. We can't wait to see this fantastic event unfold. Congratulations in advance.
Thank you so
and
much.
Thank you to Miss April Cunningham, co-chair of the second annual Convey Women's Summit.
Absolutely. Positively
you. Suzette Speaks again here, day one of the Convey second annual Women's Summit here in Fort Lauderdale. And we're just getting some reaction. And I have this beautiful lady matching me in green. Tell us your name.
My name is Brooke Kopman.
And your role with Convey?
I'm a manager in the client services department.
All the way from?
Pocomoke City, Maryland. On the Eastern Shore.
Yes. So what was your reaction to tonight? Of course, we heard that amazing keynote, day one, from Ms. Tiffany Willis. What did you think?
Yes, Tiffany was so inspiring. Really, at the end of her speech, I felt like I should never make any excuses. You are not your circumstance. You can overcome anything, any situation that is presented to you.
Absolutely. And we just got her reaction. I think it seems like sometimes you judge a book by their cover and you see women and you don't know what they've been through.
Absolutely.
So what do you expect? Did you come to the first one?
I did.
And what was your reaction to the first summit?
It was amazing. There were so many dynamic speakers. I was able to connect with a lot of women that I work with every day, but I don't see their faces because I work from home. So it was really awesome. I had a great time.
And are you a person that has seen Convey kind of value the voices of women and having a summit like this is not really typical of a lot of corporate environments? What do you think is different? What makes Convey different than your average place to work?
Interestingly enough, almost all of my direct supervisors at Convey have been women.
Oh, wow.
My senior manager, the director of the client services, the VP of client services, our COO. So it's very clear that our company values women and what we have to offer. And it's really awesome. It makes me want to come to work every day.
Let's go. And I see that you also value diversity. There are so many women from all different backgrounds, all different ethnicities. This place is beautiful.
Yes, absolutely.
And a microcosm for, all over the globe, really. So what are you hoping to gain from day 2 and for the rest of the summit?
I really just want to network. I want to meet people. I want to learn people's names. I want to know their story. I want to know what motivates them every day.
Awesome. And I thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Suzette Speaks here at the Convey 2nd Annual Women's Summit, and I'm with one of the presenters and an attendee. Her name is May. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fantastic, and she's really excited, and she was telling us about last year and what she's anticipating this year. So I'll ask you, what was it like last year?
Last year was our first summit, so it was very exciting for everybody. We saw a lot of people as well. And then coming from, the years we're in, we're working from home. A lot of people are working from home. That's kind of our first main gathering.
Yes.
And the special part is we're all women, coming together. Just
all women in leadership.
Yes, in leadership, coming together just to interact and engage with each other. So that's a very, very fun activity. We had a lot of presenters as well last year, which I'm expecting as well this year.
Yes.
We have a lot of
So you will be on a panel.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So watch out for that tomorrow.
Yes. So this is just the first day.
Yes.
And we're here with the meet and greet. You hear the music in the background. And we have a keynote as well that's going to be going on tonight. What do you expect from your first night here?
First night, again, meeting everybody after a year, not meeting each other. We very seldom meet each other here. So a lot of fun. So we start, always nice to have the session starting with fun activities. So a lot of fun in just getting to know each other.
Listen, we are in for, I'm sure, a treat from your panel. We will be there starting tomorrow, but tonight is just a warm-up. So a lot more to come.
Yes.
Okay. So we just heard an inspirational speech by Miss Tiffany Willis, and I'm here with another fantastic C-suiter from Convey. Please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is Deborah Johnson, and I am Vice President and Chief Compliance Officer for Convey Health Solutions.
And she's out of Atlanta, represent ATL. You were a part, or you attended last year's summit.
I did. I attended last year's inaugural event. It's wonderful. The speakers were so inspirational. Everyone walked away with some inspiration as well as food for thought for their own path of leadership.
That's fantastic. So you just witnessed the first speaker kickoff, Ms. Tiffany Willis from Starbucks. Give us your reaction.
Oh my gosh, that story was a tearjerker, number one. But secondly, it made me think of my own journey and some of the things that I have overcome throughout my career, some of the really horrific situations that I felt at the time, but I look back on them. And as Tiffany mentioned, those are the things that made me the person that I am today, as well as the leader that I am, and really having a desire to give back, but also to think about some of my own hustle and some of my own, energy to keep my own career grounded, but at the same time being very balanced, because it really is about the legacy that we're going to leave for other young women in leadership. And remembering that most of the time the eyes are on us and how we behave in certain situations, how we react, how we strategize and think, and how we carry ourselves most of all. So those are some of the things that her speech really resonated with me and thinking of my own journey.
Yes, absolutely. Well, if you weren't here, you missed something very special.
Yes.
She just described lots of motivation, lots of inspiration. What else do you expect? This is just the first day, y'all. What else do you expect from the second annual summit?
Well, I am super excited just to meet with colleagues. We're in an environment now where so many things are done from a remote perspective. We get used to the voices on the phone and the little pictures and avatars,
the emojis,
but actually seeing people that I haven't seen ever since I've been at Convey for 2.5 years. So I'm super excited to lay eyes on them and just, see the smile on their faces and really connect with people in real time. So that's one of the things that I'm super excited about. I'm super excited about the speed networking to
Yes.
sit and talk to the leaders within the organization face to face and learn a little bit about their journey and their walk as a leader here at the organization. So I'm super excited about that. And then just to have some downtime and relax and
Yes,
really
lots to look
smile
forward
and
to.
laugh.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I'm just curious, and my final question for you is that it just seems like this is a company, Convey, that really values women's opinions and women in leadership. Have you seen that as a part of just your culture since you have begun working with Convey?
Yes, I have seen that as part of the culture to really enrich and cultivate and mentor other women here. I think this is a very unique situation because oftentimes in leadership, and I know throughout my career, it's as Tiffany mentioned, oftentimes you are the only female in
Yes.
the boardroom, and certainly. Depending on your background and ethnicity, you may be the only person of color in the room. So, I mean, from both of those perspectives, I think Convey really is a unique environment.
Yeah,
where
values
to
your
see-
voices.
Yes,
I love
they
that.
value the women's voices. Women have the opportunity to be mobile within the organization and grow as leaders. So it's a very much a unique situation, but a certainly inspiring environment.
I love it, Ms. Sarah. Well, we are excited to take part of this convention and this conversation tomorrow for day 2. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on tonight's kickoff.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for having me. I'm excited about the convention and I can't wait for day 2.
Yes. Well, we have to take a short break, but we'll be back with more Legacy Leaders right after.
South Florida. So for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids matters because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. The Mesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
I'm Suzette Speaks, and welcome back to this special edition of Legacy Leaders covering the second annual Convey Women's Leadership Summit. We have a lot more behind the scenes. Take a look. So everyone, I am so excited to bring to you tonight's keynote, Miss Tiffany Willis from Starbucks. She has a bunch of titles. I don't want to get them all wrong, but she just gave the most inspiring keynote, and I want to welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for setting off this summit. And just tell the people who you are.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Willis. I serve as Vice President and Head of Investor Relations at Starbucks. I know it's one company that hopefully mostly everybody knows.
Yes.
And I was here today at Convey's Women's Summit speaking, and it was a great turnout with all of the female leaders. So great afternoon.
And she was a complete inspiration. Let me just allow you to kind of toot your own horn for a second. So you have come from very humble beginnings. Can you just give us a little taste of what you just shared with the attendees?
So what I share with the attendees is, you know, there's so much behind just the title, and there's an origin story, which started with me being in the 9th grade and a dropout because I had my first child at the age of 14. And then I just carried the journey from there on how I got to where I am today from that start.
You should have been here, let me tell you, because just an amazing and very inspirational story. So tell us about the role of, and I wasn't asked this question, but I didn't want to jump into quickly, but I wanted to ask you about the role of female mentorship. Of course, this is a women's conference, and we're talking about women and like yourself in the C-suite and how they got there. Did you have female mentors that helped you along the way or helped to open doors and become sponsors along your career path?
Absolutely. I think, you know, having sponsors and mentors is definitely something that most people need. It's someone that is like a sounding board. And sometimes having females, they've been through that walk of life that you're in, or they have the same struggles or juggles that they're trying to get through. And so having that perspective of someone who's had the same exact things that you're experiencing can be helpful.
So there were so many wonderful takeaways just now from your keynote. I know I was taking my notes. Maintain your momentum, create your own narrative. Don't let other people define you. And there might be ladies watching right now who have lost that mojo and are not as bold in seeking what they want from their careers. What advice would you give them?
Yeah, the advice I would give them is to own your narrative, right? It's up to each one of us that we are truly the owner of our book. We're the true owner of our narrative. We narrate our journey and we have the pen to our script. And so owning that and kind of dreaming and having goals and going after them is kind of what I would tell anyone. Own your narrative.
Thank you so much again to Miss Tiffany Willis from Starbucks for joining us. Hey everybody, I'm Suzette Speaks for Legacy Leaders, and I'm here with your behind the scenes look at day 2 of the Convey Second Annual Women's Summit. So I'm here again at the Second Annual Convey's Women's Summit, and I'm here with Miss Julie Grafton, and she works as a Senior VP of Accounting.
Yes, I'm the Senior VP and Controller of Accounting for Convey.
Fantastic. And she was here last year, and I'm going to ask her, have you seen any similarities, any differences between last year's summit and this year's summit?
I think both have been absolutely amazing. They've been inspiring. I think that I was able to take everything from last year's engagement and actually apply it in both my personal life and also my professional life.
Fantastic.
I think that this year's is a little bit more, it's smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives us the opportunity to engage more with all of the members that are here. Last year's was a lot larger, so you didn't have as much opportunity to socialize and
that personal
interact,
touch, yes.
that personal touch. So I think that reducing the size a little bit has made it able to connect more with all of our peers.
I love it. So what have you enjoyed the most so far? We had day 1, we had the kickoff event, was a stellar evening, a fantastic keynote that we saw Miss Tiffany Willis. What have you enjoyed the most thus far?
I just enjoy listening to our leaders speak. I think they're very inspirational. I really enjoyed the speaker last night, learning about the why and her personal experiences and having all of these incredible executives and leaders open up and tell us about their journeys. And I think it helps us that aren't at that level in our career look forward to and things we should be doing, things we can do better, and also be very positive about if you believe it, then you can do it.
Absolutely. So lastly, how do you think an event like this will impact your team? What will they learn from it, and how do you think it will help you personally and your team grow?
Well, I think the best thing about it is be positive. Always being positive, always believe in yourself. And I think if you do that and you do the self-care and you recharge, like what we were just listening to by Jason Murphy, that's going to allow you to be better in all aspects of your life, including your career and your work. So for me, I think these things are just as important as the types of engagements for women to attend as educational based or training based, because I think that having a positive outlook on life allows everyone to be more effective and efficient at work.
Hear, hear. Well, we hope you enjoy the rest of this summit, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
So we're here with another beautiful, intelligent leader here at Convey, and her name is Miss Maria de la Torre. And how are you today, Maria?
Great. I'm great.
Have you been enjoying the event?
Yes, I
So
have been.
tell me, what's the biggest difference between last year's and this year's Women's Summit?
I see that all the ladies are engaged. They're enjoying all the activities. There's a lot of workshop. The workshop that we just finished is very engaging.
Yeah.
So it's great to see that the company is investing in us and
Investing in ladies.
investing in us, and just trying to get us to be more powerful, I guess.
Yeah. So what have you learned so far? What are your biggest takeaways?
Well, so far it's just the importance of communication. That's something that we just finished going over. It's something that I've learned on my own through years of experience, and I do see the impact that makes on the team. Just having open communication, being able to explain to the team like where we're heading or why we're doing things, that's very receptive on their end. So it helps out.
And how do you think this year's summit will help your team?
Well, from my end, I definitely want to take some of those learning or some of those points and take it back to the team, because in my team, even though it's technical, mostly are male, but we do have ladies, and we do have ladies that lead in the team. So I want to make it an effort or make it a point to share with them and just give them some of those pointers and, help out.
Well, thank you. And I hope you continue to enjoy.
Thank you.
So right now we have to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Legacy Leaders right
Here in South Florida. So for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. The Mesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
So Suzette Speaks here with one of the co-creators of this amazing event, Miss Suzette Speaks. Welcome, and tell us how you and your other creators came up with the idea for such a dynamic summit.
The idea came last year. We felt like the women of Convey needed something special for them. We felt they were kind of being left a little behind, given the other activities that were going on. I have been a sponsor of women leadership for a very long time, and I hadn't had an opportunity to roll it out beyond my department. And last year when Stephanie and Amy and I talked about it, we were like, well, we can do it. We're in charge. We can do this. And that's how the idea
I love it. So women coming together to elevate other women. That seems like a theme here at Convey. Talk a little bit more about what changes you made from the first summit last year to what the women are experiencing now.
Yeah. Last year, we wanted to give women a taste of the possibility and show them also that there was a lot of women out there that were succeeding in their fields in spite of the challenges that we face in corporate America. And we wanted to show them that it was all possible. And we did that last year. This year, based on the feedback we back, they wanted to develop a topic further. They wanted to be able to take more tools into their day-to-day. And that's one of the changes we made today with Jason Murphy, where he is taking a particular topic that we think can be very relevant to them and saying, develop it more, give the team more they can use on their day-to-day.
Yeah, some takeaways, strong takeaways I've heard already. So what about the theme, Positively You? Who came up with that, and what was the idea behind it?
It came first when I started to talk to Jason about the topic or just the event. And I was like, I want something that's both inspiring for the teams and that they can give them the tools. And he gave me a number of topics, and he brought this of positive leadership. And when we came back to the teams, they fed from there and they came up with Positively You.
I love
so it all
very collaborative
together.
all around.
Yes.
So finally, what do you hope the ladies who are attending today will gain from the second annual summit?
That Convey cares about them, and that we are going to make a very exerted effort to work and give them tools to grow, to be able to be strong leaders, whether it's in Convey or it's, they become ambassadors in other companies as well.
Well, we'll see you at the top. Thank you,
Thank you.
Susanna, and congratulations on an amazing event.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So we're here getting some of the reactions from attendees like Miss Alex. Would you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Alexandra Roseman with Convey, Senior Manager on the Client Services side.
Fantastic. So what has been your initial reaction to this year's summit?
It's been an unbelievable summit. Really great to connect, good to communicate with all the really powerful women here, and great takeaways that you can incorporate in your lives and leadership and the company.
So tell me about the culture behind the scenes at Convey. As a woman leader, do you truly feel, supported and mentored and all the wonderful things that are being discussed today? Do you actually experience that working for the company day to day?
Great question. I do actually experience that on a day-to-day. There's a lot of powerful women that I've worked with. I've been with the company for 3 years. So within those 3 years, I've worked with a lot of different departments, a lot of unbelievable women that have led those departments. So I felt very supported and seen.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important for a woman to feel that.
Awesome. So far, so good. Day 2. Tell me what's your biggest takeaway so far?
Biggest takeaway here is just how you can better yourself to be a better leader for other people. I think that's a great takeaway. The lessons we just learned right now have been inspiring to be able to bring that forth to the groups and just to grow the corporation into a better place.
I love it. Well, we hope you enjoy the rest of the summit.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. This has been a wonderful experience here at Legacy Leaders, and we hope you have enjoyed this look behind the scenes at the 2nd annual Convey Women's Summit. Congratulations to all the planners, and thank you again to all the speakers and attendees, and we will see you again next year. Thanks for watching. I'm Suzette Speaks for Legacy Leaders.
Right.